With the current U.S. president focusing on retention of U.S. jobs, will Berkshire Hathaway still consider future investments in 3G Capital if those investments result in the purchase of U.S. companies and the elimination of more U.S. jobs?
Essentially, 3G management, and I've watched them up very close at Kraft Heinz, is basically they believe in having a company as productive as possible. And of course, the gains in this world for the people in this room and people in Omaha and the people throughout America have come through gains in productivity. If there had been no change in productivity, we would be living the same life as people lived in 1776. Now the 3G people do it very fast, and they're very good at making a business productive with fewer people than operated before. But we've been doing that in every industry, whether it's steel or cars or you name it, and that's why we live as well as we do. We prefer at Berkshire, I wrote about this a year ago, we prefer to buy companies that are already run efficiently, because frankly, we don't enjoy the process at all of getting more productive. I mean, it's not pleasant, but it is what has enabled the country to progress, and nobody has figured out a way to double people's consumption per capita without in some way improving productivity per capita. It's a good question in whether it's smart overall if you think you're going to suffer politically, because political consequences do hit businesses. So I don't know that I can answer the question categorically, but I can tell you that they not only focus on productivity and do it in a very intelligent way, but they also focus to a terrific degree on product improvement, innovation, and all of the other things that you want a management to focus on. And I hope that at the lunchtime, if you had the Kraft Heinz cheesecake, you'll agree with me that product improvement and innovation there is just as much a part of the 3G playbook as productivity. I don't personally, we have been through the process of buying into a textile business that employed a couple thousand people and went out of business over a period of time, or a department store business that was headed for oblivion. And it is just not as much fun to be in a business that cuts jobs rather than one that adds jobs. So Charlie and I would probably forego personally having Berkshire directly buy businesses where the main benefits would come from increasing productivity by actually having fewer workers. But I think it's pro-social to think in terms of improving productivity, and I think the people of 3G do a very good job at that. Charlie?
Well, I agree with you. I don't see anything wrong with increasing productivity. On the other hand, there's a lot of counterproductive publicity to doing it. Just because you're right doesn't mean you should always do it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.